It's been a while since I've done like one of these, but I figure with the situation that we find ourselves in, you and I, there's no better time than any to get back on the horse, as it were. I took some time off from making YouTube videos. I did it for like a year and a half, putting out a video every week. And then I got to the point where I moved up here to Massachusetts in August. And I was still making videos every week. Sometimes they're about video games, sometimes they're about my life, sometimes, you know, whatever I felt like sharing that week is what I did. And then I got to the month of December, or rather, let's say I got to the month of November, where I really started working on my retrospective for 2019. I knew that I really wanted to work hard on that and to make it great. So I started writing it at like the beginning or the middle of November, with the video being 2 months down the road, with the idea of I would take the month of November to write, I would take the month of December to film, take the last week, like after Christmas, to edit, and then it would be ready to go out the 1st. I don't think the video even came out the 1st, and it didn't come out anywhere near what I wanted it to be. But after I put out the retrospective, I just lost the drive to I mean, this sounds morbid, but I lost the drive to do anything, to engage myself creatively, or to do more than just lay around all day and do nothing. Now that created a very interesting dichotomy. It created a very interesting mindset that I have been in for the last couple of months, wherein I'm still, like, my thought process when it comes to YouTube hasn't changed. I've still been having ideas as far as stuff that I want to do. I just haven't really had the creative motivation to see those ideas to fruition. Getting myself to here, to the point where I'm filming this right now, has been a journey over the last 3 months. I put the retrospective out the 1st or 2nd week of January, and I haven't picked up this camera since that video came out. I think I did film 1 or 2 videos that I was going to edit and put out, but again, I just didn't have the motivation to do it. I haven't opened Premiere Pro since, you know, the same time, since I haven't picked up the camera. I just went back home to Pennsylvania, actually a week ago. Tomorrow is when I came back, so I left like the 7th or the 5th or fucking something, and I came back the 10th. And while I was down there, I filmed a bunch of stuff so I could make a video and talk about kind of all of this, about where my mind has been over the last couple of months, and where I'm going to be going forward. I still have all of that footage. I haven't even imported it yet onto my hard drive. I haven't touched it. I haven't looked at any of it. I'll probably include some of it here in this video. But basically, this is just to say that I don't think that creative motivation is just going to come back out of nowhere. So I'm just going to start making stuff again and get myself back into the rhythm of doing something, because I don't want to be sitting around, and I don't want to be, you know, just doing nothing with my life, and nothing with my YouTube channel. So this right here is basically where I've spent the last 2.5 to 3 months. Is right, well, not right here, specifically right here. Looking at sitting at my computer. I basically spend all of my free time right here, looking at these 2 screens with this keyboard and this mouse. Through this computer is how I interact with my video game hobby. I live stream on Twitch. I try to do that a few times a week. I watch my YouTube videos on there. I also have my iPad that's over on my bed. And I watch my pro wrestling and everything I can do through my computer. So I spend most of my time sat right here in this chair doing that. And basically the spark, the inspiration for why I wanted to film this video specifically comes from the recent situation with the virus that is starting to take its toll on a global scale and starting to take a larger toll nationally here in the United States of America. With that being said, yesterday at 6 o'clock, the governor of Massachusetts, his name is Charlie Baker, gave an address talking about the state of the state in regards to the virus, and announcing, a ban on gatherings of more than 25 people, and more specifically what I'm talking about is the restriction being put in place on restaurants, where any restaurant now is forbidden from having dine-in guests starting tomorrow, March 17th, and that restriction is in place until April 17th. So basically what that means for me is I'm basically not going to work for the next month. And if I do, it's going to be, fucking 10 hours a week, maybe. In a word, I'm scared for the next month. I don't know what's going to happen with just anything, really. And I started this YouTube channel, and I started making videos because I said it a while ago, I want to provide perspective on what I perceive to be a normal life. I want to document what is going on in my life so I have something to look back to, so I can look on and see growth for me. I felt that with the situation that I'm in right now, that would be a very, very important thing for me to document. So I found out yesterday night while I was at work these restrictions, and the situation is playing out in real time right now. I'm getting news from the management staff at my restaurant as the hours and as the days fold out, and now I just need to try to make it by for the next month, basically reducing my workload and my financial income by about 75% per month. Now, with all that being said, I'm not looking for any kind of pity from anybody. Like I said, this is me documenting what is going on in my life and providing myself with some kind of a creative outlet. So I don't want your pity. If you feel the need to give it, save it for somebody that actually fucking wants it. With all due respect. So that's the situation that I'm in right now. I don't have a schedule or any type of idea of what content is going to look like over the next X amount of time. I just know that I want to start doing this again. So we'll see what the next couple of videos look like. We'll see what things look like down the road, and we'll go from there. Also, live streaming on Twitch is something that I'm probably going to be doing a little bit more now that I have some more free time. So there's, as always, there's a link down in the description to that. I'm not going to plug any of my other shit just because I don't really want to. I feel like if I do that, that kind of makes the whole thing that I'm trying to do seem disingenuous. So that's that. It's kind of late now. I'm going to go to bed. So if you watched up to this point, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.